And the child asked, "How will I know when I have virtue?" And the answer came, "When moral goodness is your possession, when you forgive your enemies and their transgressions, when there's an ethical flavor in the principles you keep, when your temper is still and your waters run deep, when you could be mean, but you choose to be nice, when you love them once, then you love them twice, when you give your all, and your all's your best, you may have virtue now." Let's take a test. Are you sweet on the inside? That's virtue. Are you humble in your pride? That's virtue. Do you give more than you take? That's virtue. Do you fix more than you break? That's virtue. And when love is remembered and hate is forgotten, and you are seeking the virtues of Ma'at, then the child was told Ma'at was a queen. Her pharaoh was Thoth. Combatants were they, Africans, and virtuous were both. They reigned in a time when mankind was young, before the glory of Songhai or Mali was sung. When your word is something that is true, that's virtue. When you stand for those not tall as you, that's virtue. When you search for truth until you find, that's virtue. When your heart can overrule your mind, that's virtue. And when love is remembered and hate is forgot, we shall all seek the virtues of Ma'at. They are truth, a statement of fact or a life that is such. To be real is the deal, and that means so much. Justice, the quality of being just and fair, to know both sides, but for both sides still care. Propriety, to behave and speak the appropriate way. What you dream, what you feel, what you think, what you say. Balance, mentally steady, emotionally stable, cool under pressure, collect, calm, and able. It's the hidden treasure that must be shown, the positive fruit that must be grown. Look inside to your heart. Here's a place you can start. Reciprocity. The gifts you produce and the things that you leave are the things that you find and the gifts you receive. Harmony. A pleasing arrangement, a concert within. At peace with just being yourself as a friend. Order. To know why you do what you do when you do. To look back and know that you had fun when you're through. 7 virtues of an ancient queen, yet to this day they still are seen. They still are used to point the way. Then the child would say, "I am young and full of love. That is all I'm guilty of. Live and let believe I can. Tell me if I understand. If you teach because you want to know, that's virtue. If you reach because you want to grow, that's virtue. If you believe that every child can learn, that's virtue. If the children's minds are your concern, that's virtue. I got it now, without a doubt. I know what you've been talking about. Let the love inside flow through. Is this not a virtue too? If you make it better with the kiss, that's virtue. If you write a sweeter song than this, that's virtue. If you judge someone from inside out, that's virtue. If you feel what I've been talking about, that's virtue. So when love is remembered and hate is forgot, we shall all live the virtues of Ma'at. I remember truth. Justice. Propriety. Balance. Behold your virtue, to know is to flow. The seeds have been planted, believe and they grow. Reciprocity. harmony. Order. Behold your virtue.